You come home from work to find your dog barking furiously at the front door. You ask yourself, what does he want? He stops barking and wags his tail, then looks back at the door, so you let him out, pees, and then runs happily around the backyard. Shh. You think, I wonder what he's thinking. These moments of wondering about our dog's inner lives are natural, but we typically assume their minds are inaccessible, reading their behaviors instead of their thoughts. But what if there was a way to better understand your dog? What if someday you could? Dogs don't just bark at random. They may be trying to tell us something. That's the fascinating conclusion from recent studies in neuroscience and bioacoustics. Some researchers believe that dogs use sound waves not only to express basic emotions like fear, excitement, or distress, but also to convey more complex signals. Recent research suggests that dogs may be using sound as a form of communication to signal their intentions, identity, and even the strength of their social bonds. We are only beginning to decode this language, but by doing so, we will not only deepen our relationship with our four-legged friends, but gain insight into how other animals experience the world. When scientists listen to dog sounds with special tools that translate frequencies we can't hear, they uncover a hidden complexity. Different vocalizations correspond to different meanings. A sharp bark may indicate a command or alert, while a softer tone could express submission or submissiveness. Some sounds may even signal specific requests, like wanting to play or go outside. Scientists are mapping these barks, growls, and whines into spectrograms, which are like musical notations for sound. Each type of vocalization has its own pattern of frequency and duration. For example, a short, high-pitched bark might mean I'm scared, while a longer, lower-pitched growl might mean I'm feeling playful. But these vocalizations aren't just instinctive reactions. Studies show that dogs choose which sounds to make based on the situation. This means they have a remarkable ability to self-reflect and consider how their actions and sounds will be perceived by others. This is similar to humans using different words in different situations to express ourselves clearly. And just like humans, dogs seem to learn new vocalizations and meanings throughout their lives. Puppies don't bark the same way as adults, and dogs living with humans learn new sounds based on our reactions and feedback. But why do dogs need such a complex communication system? A dog's bark is often seen as a simple response to external stimuli. But recent studies suggest that vocalizations play a key role in a dog's social interactions. They use sounds to communicate with each other and with us, their human companions. In fact, some experts believe that dogs have developed their communication skills because of their close relationship with humans. Over thousands of years of domestication, dogs have evolved to live and work alongside humans, which has led to the development of more complex communication methods between them. This includes not only learning our words, but also using their own sounds to get our attention and convey their needs. The idea that dogs have a hidden vocal structure is a relatively new one. For a long time, scientists thought that barks were simple, instinctual responses. However, advances in technology and research methods have allowed us to learn more about the complexity of dog vocalizations. Scientists have used advanced recording and analysis techniques to study how dogs use sounds to communicate. They've recorded the vocalizations of dogs in different situations and analyzed them to identify patterns and meanings. They've also studied how dogs respond to different sounds and how their vocalizations change over time. This research has revealed that dogs use a variety of sounds to communicate, and that these sounds are not just instinctive, but are also influenced by learning and social context. To further understand the meaning behind these sounds, scientists have turned to the brains of dogs. This can provide insights into the cognitive processes involved in dog communication and help unravel the complexity of their vocalizations. Advanced neuroimaging techniques allow scientists to observe changes in brain activity in real time, shedding light on how dogs process auditory information and produce vocalizations. By combining these techniques, researchers are building a comprehensive picture of how dogs use sounds to communicate and what these sounds mean. This idea might seem like science fiction, but it's actually closer to reality than you might think. While we haven't quite reached the point of full-on conversations with our furry friends, researchers are making significant strides in understanding dog vocalizations. Thanks to advances in science, scientists are now able to decode the subtle patterns in dog barks, growls, and whines. They're developing computer algorithms that can recognize different sounds and match them with specific meanings. This means that in the near future, we may be able to ask our dogs questions and receive meaningful responses based on their vocal cues. Imagine being able to communicate with your dog and understand its thoughts and feelings. It would undoubtedly deepen our bond with our furry companions and provide us with a whole new way to connect with them. For example, by understanding a dog's vocalizations, could get an early warning sign if they're feeling unwell or stressed. Additionally, decoding canine communication could help us better understand their behavior and train them more effectively. By knowing what different sounds mean, we could respond to our dog's needs more quickly and accurately, which would strengthen our bond with them and make training easier. The potential applications of this research are vast. Decoding canine communication could revolutionize the way we interact with dogs, helping us to build stronger bonds with our pets and improve their overall well-being. It could also provide valuable insights into animal cognition and behavior, helping us to better understand the world around us. In fact, some researchers are already using AI to decode the sounds dogs make when interacting with humans. By analyzing large amounts of data, including audio recordings and behavioral observations, they're identifying patterns in dog vocalizations and matching them with specific meanings. This research has shown that dogs use different sounds to communicate different things, such as whether they want to play, go outside, or get attention. The ultimate goal of this research is to develop a universal language that anyone can use to communicate with dogs. This would allow us to better understand our pets and provide them with the care and attention they need to thrive. It could also help us to build stronger bonds with our dogs and make training and socialization easy. The potential benefits of this research are endless. If successful, it could revolutionize the way we interact with dogs and provide us with a deeper understanding of our furry companions. But it's important to remember that this research is still in its early stages. We're a long way from being able to hold full-on conversations with our dogs. However, the progress that's already been made is incredibly exciting and has the potential to change the way we interact with dogs forever. That's not all. Decoding canine communication could have implications beyond our relationship with pets. By understanding how dogs communicate with each other and with us, we can learn more about the evolution of language and the development of social systems in animals. It could also help us to better understand the cognitive abilities of dogs and their place in the animal kingdom. As we continue to explore the world of canine communication, we're sure to make many more exciting discoveries that will deepen our understanding of dogs and the natural world around us. Who knows? Maybe one day soon, we'll be able to ask our dogs what they want and get an answer. Until then, we can keep listening to our furry friends and learning from them. With each bark, whine, and growl, we're uncovering the secrets of their language and deepening our bond with these amazing creatures. We've barely scratched the surface of understanding canine communication, but the journey is just beginning. By listening closely and using new technologies, we're revealing a hidden world of meaning in everyday sounds. So next time you hear your dog barking, take a moment to listen closely. You never know what secrets you might uncover.